You are more feminine than any other man in your entire bloodline. But it's not entirely your fault. Today's society encourages men to open up about their feelings and to act feminine. But when you break down and cry in front of your girlfriend, she loses respect and leaves you. Do you remember how in school you would be told to be quiet, sit down and comply? They literally train you into a weak and docile person, to be the perfect 9-to-5 slave worker. You have been conditioned since you were a child to be feminine, and all of your masculine qualities and desires like ambition, leadership, competition, and adventurousness are shamed upon and have been stripped away from you. That's why I'm going to share with you 8 manly habits that will get your masculinity back. The first habit that will make you more masculine is working out. You most likely have already heard about this, but a lot of you are still not going to the gym as often as you should, or maybe not even at all. Sign up to your local gym and have the discipline to show up every day. Lifting weights to build an aesthetic and strong body will change the way you see yourself and how others perceive you. Working out to look good is something that most guys won't want to admit, but it is highly beneficial for improving your self-image. When you look into the mirror, instead of seeing a skinny guy, you will see a well-built man, and the confidence boost that comes with that will make you feel masculine as fuck. But having a strong and good-looking body only unlocks a portion of your potential. And this brings us to the second habit that is crucial to increase your masculinity, and that is fighting. Physical fighting coupled with the discipline of learning martial arts is truly one of the most important things you can do as a man. Research martial arts and pick whichever one you find most appealing, whether it's boxing, MMA, or Muay Thai, then join the fight gym. Getting punched in the face will greatly improve your character, and you will be more prepared for any physical altercation you may encounter in your life. Now you won't be the little bitch that doesn't even know how to fight someone if it comes down to it. Imagine you are walking with your girlfriend and a random drunk guy begins getting violent. Are you really going to stand there and do nothing? The third masculine habit is competing. All your life you have been told to never compete with anyone, that you should only compete with yourself. That is a modern idea and a cope for weak men who are too afraid to compete with other men. Competing with others is very important to increasing your masculine energy, and it's what makes us become better and achieve success. Men were made to be in constant competition. In the primal days, we would have to outperform everybody else, or we wouldn't have had anything to eat, or we got killed. This is also applicable in the modern day. You are in constant competition with the men around you. Every day that you skip going to the gym, some other guy who did train just got ahead of you. Think of your life as a competition and strive to become the best. The fourth habit that's going to increase your masculinity is having an optimized diet. You're probably wondering how this relates to masculinity, and I'm going to explain this to you right now because this gets neglected in every single video on this topic. How you eat directly affects your testosterone, your muscle growth, and even your energy levels. If you eat like most of these fitness YouTubers that have no clue about diet tell you, you are going to feel like shit. These people literally advise you to eat like a child. If you eat donuts, cereal, and all this processed sugar every day, your testosterone is going to go down significantly. It doesn't matter if you hit all of your macros and eat enough protein if you get it through eating garbage food. The best thing you can do for your diet is to cut out all processed food and start cooking your own meals. This alone will make you healthier than 90% of the population. The fifth habit that's very important is setting goals and obsessing over them. It is a fundamental desire of masculine men to make progress, but many men in the modern day are doing it all wrong. That's why you see so many guys, maybe even including you, play video games because they progress towards something. You are more worried about making money on GTA than in real life, and that is a huge problem. These game studios know all about this, and they intentionally add ways to level up your status into games to make you addicted and to keep you coming back. You spend hours every day playing video games and leveling up in them. Of course, you don't feel motivated to do anything outside of the virtual world. What's even more concerning is that doctors are starting to encourage video games to children and men in general with the hope that they increase your reflexes or some other bullshit excuse. The sixth habit is to take action. We live in a world of waiting and being too patient, where it is normal to just sit around and do nothing. Men are encouraged to slow down and complain about their problems, but if you think about it, all of our problems are caused by inaction. If you're always attacking life, you're always going to the gym, you're always making money, and you're doing things all of the time, you can't fail. Taking action also means being accountable for your decisions. If something doesn't go as planned, resist the urge to blame external factors. Instead, analyze what went wrong, learn from it, and make the necessary adjustments to move forward. And that leads us to the 7th habit that will make you more masculine, which is taking accountability. You need to have the mindset that everything that happens to you is your responsibility and your fault, whether it's good or bad. Accepting this puts you in control of every situation and makes you more competitive. No matter what goes wrong with your life, you need to say it's my fault, and I am going to fix it. When most men go through a breakup, instead of saying, I fucked up, she left me because I wasn't good enough, I'm going to become better, they say, she is the problem, and they lose all their motivation and think they don't need to become better, and it's her fault. There is nothing less masculine than a man who always makes excuses and blames others for his actions. But by taking responsibility, you will earn the respect of others, and more importantly, yourself. The 8th habit that will increase your masculine energy is controlling your emotions. You've been convinced as a young man that you should be so in touch with your emotions that you became more emotional than any man in your bloodline. If you want to not have the respect of the people in your life, and if you want to lose the attraction of women, then you should follow that bullshit advice. But if you truly want to become a masculine man, you have to adopt stoicism. And this doesn't mean you don't feel emotions. It just means you do not let them control you and what you do. Ask yourself why you are feeling that way and what the best move is. Then execute accordingly.